Sophia here for my great challenge. Take a deep breath. This is my therapy. We are in my happy place and I am doing a quilt. It's quilting season again because we're not gardening, and I am making this quilt. This is from the Basic Gray collection. Finally got the pattern in the mail. I'm going to show you the fabric and we're going to get started today. So why am I doing a quilting series even though they're not super popular on my channel? Because I want to share the experience with you and I want to get you guys to start quilting. It is the most therapeutic thing I've ever done. And gardening is super therapeutic, but it's exhausting. Quilting is not exhausting. Well, maybe a little bit on your back. Cursing once in a while, but for the most part, the creativity part of it is amazing. Touching the fabric, sewing, and getting to have a final product that you're actually going to use and love for many years is just amazing to me. I started quilting a long time ago. I'm self-taught. I am not a professional. I'm not a designer or anything. This is maybe my 9th piece so far, but I really took on quilting as something that I absolutely love doing. I'm gonna say that I actually like it better than sewing garments. I'm doing garments now. I'm also teaching myself. I don't think I'm super good, but I've managed to make some pieces. The problem is that I don't wear them. Why? Because I pick the wrong pieces all the time. But quilting, you never pick the wrong one. You always pick something that you're going to use, whether it's a blanket, whether it's a bag, whether it's a lap quilt, it doesn't matter. This one is a lap quilt. It's 70 by 70. When I get to the other side, I'm going to show you everything you need. Now, I'm not going to give you the dimensions for pieces because that's copyright. If you want to get this particular pattern, I'll put the link down below. I actually did get this one on Etsy. I don't know if the lady had more than one, but I'll give you everything you need to know about this one if you want to do it with me. And today I am going to do the diamond patterns, which I'm actually very excited to do, but also very scared to do, because the reason why I'm doing this quilt and the inspiration is coming from fabric that Debbie sent to me years ago. Debbie, how long was that? 5, 6 years ago? And the fabric is so beautiful. I always was cringing at the idea of cutting it. If you're a quilter and you're a fabric hoarder like I am, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get fabric that is so beautiful you don't want to touch it. You just want to look at it and you know, you just don't want to cut it. So maybe you fondle it a little bit once in a while and you say, oh, I should use this, and you come up with ideas and then you back down and says, no, I can't cut it, it's too beautiful. So I've decided to actually use this fabric for this particular pattern, and I picked this pattern for that fabric specifically. So without further ado, grab a cup of tea. I have a new candle. This is from Anna at Cato's Candle. This one is the lavender. So if you watch me on my channel for a while now, you probably know by now that I have developed a allergic reaction to synthetic fragrances, which is really upsetting to me because I used to buy stuff from Bath & Body Works all the time, and some of you have sent me my favorite candle, but it's giving me migraines and headaches. This is soy candle, all natural essential oil. The lavender is just divine. It's very subtle, but it's just enough for relaxation. And I have a tea, Earl Grey tea. My machine is ready. I took it out of the shop a couple of weeks ago, so it's all clean and ready to go. I'm super excited. So I hope you're excited too. I'm going to try to make those videos as relaxing as possible, not just the music, but also the pace of the video, and you know, do like a lot of montage of the music, things like this. This is not a tutorial per se. This is just about me sharing my experience for the whole process. How long is it going to take me? I don't know. I have until Christmas. Today is November 21st, so I think I have plenty of time. I have a whole month to do this, so let's get started. So here we go. This is the pattern. So when you order your pattern from Basic Gray, this is called the Pines and Cabins pattern 040. I don't know if you can see it right here. And this is supposed to be to go with Basic Gray fabric. This is featuring Hustle and Bustle Basic Gray for Moda and designed by Natalie Crabtree for Basic Gray. So when you open the pattern, the entire instruction is here, basically one block after the other. Let me go a little bit closer so you can see what I'm talking about. Today I'm going to make the diamonds that are right here. And then of course, as you go on, these are the trees, these are the little houses, and here's the final quilt. Again, this is 70 by 70, and they show you how to assemble it. But they also give you another piece of paper, and this one has all of the cutting instructions. Maybe you can see right here how much of each fabric you're cutting, how many bands, and then it also had a template, and I've never worked with a template before, so this is my first time, and this is what I love about quilting. Every quilt I make, I learn a new skill. So what I did with this is that I photocopied this page. I then cut it out, the two templates for the diamonds on regular paper, and then I copied them on a little bit sturdier piece of paper that's more like a cardboard, and I marked front and back, which I don't need for the diamond, but I do need for the sides, because at some point you're going to invert them. So let me show you the fabric that I picked for this particular quilt. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw these fabrics. So these actually went to Joanne to purchase. So some of them, actually these three here, are from my stash. So some of the trees are a mix of a light green and dark green, and then this is for the houses, this one, and I picked fabric that has gold on it. I don't know if you can see that. And again, these are all for the trees. And for the red fabric, again, some of it is from my own stash. So this is from me with gold, and then I picked this one and this red one here that actually has little glitter on it, and red birds, cardinals, and then this one that has again the gold in it. The fabric I'm going to use today is this one, and this is the fabric that Debbie sent me, and boy oh boy, this is serious quilters fabric. This is actually Moda fabric. This is the Victoria and Albert Museum of London, and this is copies of William Morris fabric. So I have this one, and this is gonna be for the diamonds. Look at this. This is gorgeous. So I picked these fabric for the diamonds because the diamonds themselves are large enough that you're actually going to be able to see the fabric. I'll have to position it in a way though to get the middle part here, so it's a little bit of positioning, directional fabric. We'll see how I manage that one. So that's for that. The background is going to be this gorgeous white here that you cannot see. Maybe if I bring it over a little bit, it actually has little snowflakes. The back of the quilt is going to be this gingham type fabric. And for the binding, I'm picking this navy blue with gold polka dots. And I like to do my binding in a dark color because it looks like a frame. I usually do it in dark brown or a black. So we're starting with these. Let me see how many fabrics I need. Actually, I think I only need 3, not 4. And then we're gonna start the template. So I'm ready to do the template. And I'm going to start with the diamond. Okay, so again I have this, and I'm only using the front. It's the same no matter what. And what I need to do is cut some the pattern, and I'm going to try to do it as directional as possible, and I need to cut 6 diamonds out of each of the fabrics, so for a total of 24. Obviously, first thing I need to do, oh, this fabric is gorgeous, is iron it. So I know that for some of you, there's always a lot of talk as to whether or not you need to pre-wash your fabric. I'm telling you right now, I don't. I do not pre-wash my fabric. Yes, there is some shrinkage, but I really don't see much of a difference with regards to the quilt itself. And I do like that crinkling effect when it shrinks after you've quilted it. The whole quilt gets this, well, crinkling effect, that's what they call it, where everything gets kind of, I don't know how to describe it. I actually do like that look. So I do not pre-wash. If you want to pre-wash, go ahead. I just iron my pieces. Give them a good steam, and I am ironing it, by the way, on the wrong side because I don't want to damage the gold on it. So this is a quilt that's going to be a lap quilt. It's really more for me to do as a way to relax and you know, unwind at the end of a long day from work. I don't plan on over washing this particular quilt, so I'm not really concerned about the gold, and is the gold going to, you know, disappear or wash off. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all of my pieces that are going to be for the diamond. And again, some of them I need to be careful of the direction of the fabric and try to get as much of the design in the center of the diamond. Before I start anything, guess who's finally changing a blade? Because this quilt deserves a new blade. And this one is pretty busted and already rusted. So I'm using, what is this, a rotary cutter? This is a rotary cutter by Alpha. Okay, here we go. This is a 60mm blade by Alpha. There we go. So I'm going to start with the non-directional fabric, and what I did is place two. See, they're not the same, both right side up, and I'm just going to square the edges here so that I know I'm on a straight line. So for this one, this is definitely directional. I need to make 6 of those, but you can tell that the fabric has a direction. And if you look at the pattern itself, you're going to see that some of the diamonds are pointing down and some of them are sideways. So you have east-west or north-south. So I'm going to divide it into 3, where I'm going to have 3 where the pattern is north-south, and I'm going to do 3 where the pattern is east-west. And what it's going to do is that no matter how I place it, I'm always going to have the pattern looking in the same direction. So if you look at it this way, they're always going to be like this. Okay, this is the actual direction of the pattern. So whether the diamond is this way or that way, the pattern is always going to be looking in the same direction. I'm just assuming this is what I'm doing. But yeah, directional fabric is not easy. So I also have 2 different patterns here. I have this that looks like a coat of arms. I have this big onion here, and I have those 2 onions with this big one, and then I have this tulip that's looking down. And what I'm doing is putting approximately the center of the diamond is right here, and I want the center of this pattern here.
Children making angels in the snow. Oh, what a gift to be given. How lucky can this old heart be? And I fall into peace and silence on a very special Christmas Eve. Tell me again with a whisper, little things that I wanna hear. And the stars up above, they are shining with love, listening to this song playing on, listening to this song playing on.
So now I am ready to assemble that particular block. So let's look at it again. And it's going to be this one. So, well, it's actually not the actual block. It's one part of the block. If you look at the design, we're only doing this one right here. Just the diamond surrounded by white, and then I'll have to make the other one. So I'm making 2 diamonds as part of one block. Okay, and what I did is that I separated them. So I have the back one and the front ones because they technically mirror image of each other. If you look at the pattern here, you can see that you have 2 that have to be a specific direction, the other 2 this way. So each one has 2 of each. So 1 diamond, 1 center diamond, and then 2 back and 2 fronts. So what I'm going to do here is show you on my wool pad, because I got me a little gizmo this year. It's a mini iron so that I can do my seam. Let's do one of these. Okay, we're gonna do a east-west. So you take your diamond, let's put it this way. All right. Okay. And then remember, you take 2 of each. So I have 2 of each now, right? So 1 is going this way, This one is going that way. This one is going this way. And that one is going this way. Okay? And this is all 1/4 inch seam. And then you press away from the diamond template, so the seam gets pressed outside. If that makes sense. So let's get started. Sorry about the machine in the background. So I have to be careful with keeping my points and everything, but basically I now have to make 24 of these, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm doing 24. So same thing, I'm picking 1 diamond and 2 who are right side and 2 that are reverse, and I'm putting it together. And then once I'm done with them all, I have to resize them to 4.5 by 6.5. That's where we see where it's not all that straight of a stitch, or I have some issues. So I'll be right back. Let me do my 24 diamonds. It's going to take me a while, but you got the idea of what I'm doing. And then when I come back, I'll resize them and I'll say goodbye. this is my last one. I'm gonna show you how I'm cutting them and squaring them basically. So from the point here to the edge, I'm supposed to have 1/4 of an inch, which is a seam allowance. Not all of them have it. That's the problem. So some of them I'm gonna lose points, or I'll have to do a smaller seam allowance. So I'm putting my grid right here, and I'm counting 1/4 of an inch right at the point here, and I'm doing the same thing at this one, and then I'm cutting from here, boom, like this, and here. And this side right here is squared. Then I'm flipping it over, and I'm doing the same thing on this side. So 1/4 of an inch right here, and then 1/4 of an inch right here. Ooh, this one is perfect. So some of them are perfect, and others are kind of wonky. I'm gonna have to play with the seam allowance when I'm assembling it, because I don't want to lose my points. Okay, and then I'll flip it over again, making sure 1/4 and 1/4. Okay, perfect. All right, and this is the last one with the directional fabric. And here we go, all my diamonds are done. So how long did it take me to do all of these diamonds? 4 hours, or just about 4 hours, yeah. So you see, some of them are perfect, like this one. And then some of them are a little wonky. Let me show you a wonky one, like this one right here. You see that? So I'm losing right here, which means that the seam allowance is going to be really, 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 really close. There's ways of fixing it that. Usually what I do is that I do it close, but I remember where it is. I mark it with a pin, and then when I do the overall quilt on the quilt itself, I make sure I quilt a lot in this area so it doesn't unravel. So I have these, those, them, and then these are the ones with the directional fabric. And boy, I did a great job. Hey, I gotta give myself a pat on the back, okay, because I haven't been quilting in quite some time. Look at this. Don't they look great? These are the ones that I really, really wanted to pay attention to, and they look fantastic. So I'm not sure if the design is this way or this way. And then same thing here. Is it this way or that way? No, that looks ridiculous that way. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep it that way. And then these, same thing. They can be either upside down, but you see what I did? I kept the design right in the center, and you saw I did that with a little pin, right? So that's it. I'm done for today. Next time you see me, I will be making flying geese and the stars. All right, and then I'll assemble these. But I think I'll just do the stars, and then I'll assemble at a later time. So this is where we are. So you tell me, what do you think? Do you like the fabric? Do you like the colors? I know it doesn't look like much right now, but I'm pretty happy. So I'm going to clean up, turn this off, put my stuff away, and get in the light so you can see me. And that would be it. So I know I didn't film a lot of the sewing part because there was a lot of pieces I need to do in a short amount of time. So I'll try to do better in the next video. These, I mean, they're the same. It's very repetitive. The one that's going to require a lot of work on it is the house. So I'll probably do that last. And the trees, I'm looking forward to it. Well, I'm looking forward to the whole thing anyway. So you see the mood has changed already. I'm all happy. I am so happy to be back quilting. That's my thing, okay? And again, I've taught myself how to quilt. I can't believe that I actually taught myself how to do this. This is something I've always wanted to do. Am I good at it? I think I'm pretty okay, you know, but I can't wait to see it. It's going to be beautiful. And it's going to be a useless quilt I'll never use. I'll only use it once a year when it's Christmas time. I don't care. It's about spending the time doing something you enjoy. So find yourself a hobby, okay? Find yourself a hobby. I don't care what it is. You want to collect rocks? Go collect rocks. But don't collect Corningware, okay, because I need some of that. We don't want you to do that. But anyway, so you see, it's long time coming for me to get back into my happy place. I was busy all summer with the garden, so I was fine with it. But since September, I really haven't done much with the sewing, and I really missed it. I really missed it. I'm looking forward to that. And as opposed to the previous years, I am actually starting a Christmas quilt ahead of time rather than doing marathon sewing and pulling my hair, doing 12 hours in a row so that I can finish something for Christmas Eve. This one, I think I'm gonna have time to do it. So anyway, this was me sharing my experience with quilting. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it relaxing. I'll probably try to do more montage next time around. It's kind of difficult because of the way I set up. I wish I had the camera on the other side of the table, but it means I would have to move the table. Can't really do that right now. But anyway, give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below. Let me know how you like the design so far and how I did the directional fabric, and if the fabric is upside down or, you know, like which way it's gotta look. And that would be it. I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.